Who are safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentages in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman.
Such a piece of shit. He didn't want to be liable for when we returned to pick up said car.
Because the way you said it, it sounded like
The last minute because it wasn't rolling on.
All right.
on what? Where?
I wasn't rolling on the last minute. My bad.
What last minute?
I was trying to pull up your shit. The last minute of anything you just did.
Okay.
How are we supposed to do that? We're talking about what a shit box Bobby drove and picked you
I
up.
was trying to pull up your shit. I didn't find it.
Can't find what? Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
It's
We're
fine.
already going.
We're gonna pass.
I'm telling you this. His podcast should not be as successful as they are because these people are idiots. Do you understand?
that's not-
I mean, Pat's a really nice guy. Bobby's a really nice guy. He's driving a banged up beater.
There's a third gentleman in there. You going to give him a shout
I
out?
forget his name. I met
You
him.
couldn't even bluff.
I'm really bad with names, and I meet a lot of people, and it's hard for me. He's far too attractive to be in here.
It's day one.
This guy should be trading stocks down on Wall Street, not hanging out with Pat, waiting. What do you want from Chipotle for lunch? That's what they're gonna do. The point is, Robert drives a shitbox, and it's not even a shitbox because it's his fault. Some girl banged up his car, and look.
I told him, don't
There's new man rules. You cannot let a woman bang up your car unless you're married to her or you have unprotected premarital sex with her.
I'm going to add a rule and say just don't loan it to a woman, period.
Why would you? They're the worst drivers in the world.
I'm sorry, but there are some things. When we were just traveling on the parkway today, it was every single driver going under the speed limit was a female.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not trying to go in this kind of, overtly, man type of position, but I'm just saying that women drivers across the board suck really, really
Do
bad.
you think it's because they're worried about trans athletes taking their spots? Do you think that that's weighing on them very heavily?
I mean, I'm going to have to reflect on that connection.
You're probably driving Garden State Parkway. You're near Rutgers. There's a lot of people there. They're worried about their daughters losing their swim team positions. This is all possible. This is a really good subject. Why would you loan your car to a woman that you're not doing intercourse with?
I mean, the only thing I could think of, get a little insurance payout. That thing's going to be, banged up like a bumper car.
Yeah.
There's going to be dents. There's going to be all kinds of things going on in the car. There's going to be also some odd smells. I think that women take to the car for the flatulence. They don't like to do it usually in other areas of society.
There's a great Instagram video, Pat. I'm going to buy time if you can try and search for this. There's a guy, this is a real true story. It's so hackneyed to say there's differences between men and women. But there's this Instagram video where this guy gets into his wife's car and he does a video of husband getting into wife's car. And the difference between a husband's car and a wife's car is night and day. And this thing captures, sometimes I call it my wife's car. I pay for it. They're both my cars. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do, but you can't say that.
No.
You would never
it's her
say,
car.
yeah.
And women get so excited when you get them a car, even if it's a lease. I remember we got a Volkswagen Jetta when I lived in Queens, and I could not even get it. I had to get a co-signer for a lease. And this was maybe $200 a month. And my friend Robbie Slowick, he used to write for Jon Stewart Show. He had an income because he was a writer. So literally my friend had to co-sign on a car with me. This is how bad I was. And I got it. This is it. This is the man getting into his wife's car. This is exactly what my wife's car is like. Okay? Seat's bad. So you got to adjust the seat. Exactly. This is my wife's car. There's nowhere to put anything. There we go. This guy looks so Canadian. Just that fat neck. Yeah, it is, because it's a Tim Hortons cup, too. I knew this guy was Canadian. A half a banana. Look, there's a half a banana. There's the other half. That's exactly what it's like.
It is
and
very
Bobby
true.
just all willy-nilly goes, here, take my car. And this girl dings it up.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not to throw her under the bus or anything, but it's kind of like giving Harley Quinn, your car. I mean, with all due respect.
How would Harley Quinn handle the car? That's it. Bobby, grab a mic. How did this accident happen to your vehicle? You were out of town and you'd loaned the car?
Yeah, we were on the road in Phoenix, so I lent the car out to her, and it was apparently a Trader Joe's parking lot. And she was pulling out of a space, and another car was coming down at a brisk pace of about 5 miles an hour. So she panicked and turned into where you return your cars, which is why you could see a giant number 2 scraped into the side of my door, because it was the number 2 shopping cart return. So that number has been permanently.
Oh my God. That's what the guy at the garage was saying. He was like, when we dropped off the car, he was like, what a piece of shit. We are not responsible. All this crap was on the car.
And what did Bobby say?
When you guys pick it up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, he goes, oh yeah, it's not you, man.
This is a whole subculture on TikTok. There's more videos, Pat. Show me more videos of guys getting into their dumb wives' cars. I mean, it's all kind of the same. Is that the same guy?
I think it is.
I mean, they all look so Canadian.
They do.
This guy grew a beard so people would not notice how fat his neck is. This guy's good looking. Look. There's nothing in your wife's car, you dummy. Oh, empty? That's
Empty.
true.
They
It's always
don't-
empty.
I tell you the other thing about the female cars. They are like the Easter Bunny. How the Easter Bunny hides eggs, they hide sunglasses. Any apartment, you take down the thing on the top, you open up the thing, the little department on the side of you.
Yeah.
There's always a pair of sunglasses. You reach underneath for your sunglasses that you dropped. You find another pair of sunglasses. There's sunglasses hidden all throughout the car. How many pairs of eyes do you have?
Can I, without exaggeration, tell you how many pairs of sunglasses my wife has? Without exaggeration.
Tell me, please.
25.
I believe
25.
you.
She has them stacked on, what do you call it? I don't know what bedroom furniture is called. Not the thing you fuck on.
Dresser.
The thing you put clothes in.
The
What's that
closet,
called?
the tabernacle.
Not the thing you fuck on once every 3 months. What's the dresser. She's got them all
dresser.
stacked there, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. And then my truck, something's wrong with it because it smells like cigars, even though I don't smoke anymore. So I think somebody sneaks into my truck
Okay.
and smokes cigars at night,
I'm
probably
not sure
in the
that
city.
last part is honest.
What do you mean?
I saw you smoking a cigar.
When?
The last time we met.
4 years ago?
We hung out.
4 years ago?
It was not 4 years ago. It was maybe a month ago at most. So the thing about modern day man is I really was not hoping to be lying right off the bat. I was hoping to lie eventually to the audience.
You don't think that
But not off the
the
bat.
same
You-
person that crashed his car could be smoking in my truck?
No, I think, well, you know what? It is a possibility.
It's crazy because the car smelled like weed, and I don't smoke weed anymore,
Oh,
so
okay.
it might have been the exact same
So
person.
it's a lot of dishonesty and lies coming from these two gentlemen. Aaron still smokes cigars.
Rarely.
I'm positive of rarely.
Not today.
You were
I've never
outside on
seen
East
it.
14th Street.
No, not
Lighting
today. I'll tell you what I got. Look at what I got. You're going to love
You didn't smoke a cigar before you did this?
the bus ticket. Nope. Do you know why?
Discipline.
I have Krav Maga tonight.
What the hell? What's that?
If I smoke the day of Krav Maga, I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. Krav Maga is Israeli martial arts.
Oh, wow.
So this is what I have. I have nicotine gum.
Oh,
So I
man.
can chew that. And then I was on the bus on the way in from Willowbrook Mall, and I found these pills on the bus.
You found pills on a bus.
Yeah.
And we're taking the pills out that we found on a bus.
They're still sealed.
Well, not that one. Not the one that you unsealed and put on the table.
And I wanted to see if we could really, you know that Matrix movie where it's like the red pill versus the blue pill?
Yeah.
These are 2 purple pills.
Yeah. I mean, is the point that we have to take one of these pills?
I mean, there's a decision where you're going to go. Are you going to go red or blue or purple, which is a mix?
and they're both being purple. Now I feel like it's a trick. I feel like, there's no way to win this game that you've just laid out in front of us. I mean, they're both purple. And again, here's the key piece of information. You found them on a bus in New Jersey.
Right.
That's not very safe.
What, have you not ever found anything really cool on a bus?
I can't say that I have.
I was wondering if maybe Bobby would take one or both of these.
Robert, I mean, do you want to take pills found on a bus?
Yeah.
Do you trust me?
I trust you. Pilot
All right.
episode. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, this is great, especially because Robert has to drive us home. So I'm thinking we're gonna just
gonna take
drive
both?
off the Chesapeake Bridge.
You want to do one, or you want me to do both?
You do both.
Yeah, I mean, take him, see how you feel.
You'll be fine.
Did you
don't
wash 'em
chew
down?
them. You got to swallow them.
Did you wash 'em?
They're gel caps. You
They're
don't
not
chew gel
sweethearts.
caps.
This isn't goddamn Jolly Ranchers, you freak.
Yeah, they're not.
What are you
nothing
doing?
really bad is going to happen to you. I'll
Thinking
promise
they're
you that.
Grandma's hard candy over there.
Swallow them.
It's
One down.
There's water right here. They're gel caps.
I don't know how I feel about sharing my glass with him.
Oh, I drank someone else's water the other day by mistake. I was at a comedy club and I go, "Oh, my water." And then I was like, "That's not mine." And now I felt sick ever since. How do you feel?
So far, so good.
Okay.
Maybe a little tired.
I don't know what they were. There's like a couple letters, Ketam.
Yes. Hopefully, ketamine.
Oh. Okay.
And how's that?
Okay. If it's ketamine,
Do you want to know what they really were?
you should be okay.
Gas X.
Oh, nice. I was farting in here.
I was gonna say kratom. Have you heard
But
about
good
that?
for him for just taking it. I've heard of Kratom. What's it do?
That's also supposed to be a kind of a drug stop type of new thing that's hit the market. I have no idea about it myself, but I'm interested because they said it's some kind of gas station opioid that's become the new thing, kratom.
I'm not a big fan of the gas station stuff. And I'm going to tell you this. Don't wear a Buc-ee's shirt. Don't wear a Wawa shirt. Lee Syatt is on my last nerve because he wore one and Joey Diaz told him, "What do you dress in a Mickey Mouse shirt?" And he goes, "It's Buc-ee's. Everybody loves Buc-ee's." And I said, next time I see Lee, I'm going to jersey him like a hockey game and just punch him under the face. This gas station chic, it's overdone. Why? Yeah. They're gas stations. Yeah. Sure, a Wawa sandwich is nice. If there's nothing else, it doesn't compare to Jersey Mike's.
Correct.
But it's a fucking gas station. There's criminals working there, and I think some criminals get good jobs. You know, like you'll be at a place and you're like, "Oh, this guy's a criminal." Like sometimes, Pat, at the stand, there's great staff. There was a guy there. He's not there anymore. I think there was a lot of deportation. I think they took a lot of people.
Listen, things happen. The country's moving on.
This guy, for sure, like if you could imagine what an MS-13 guy looked like, this was that guy. Okay. Like neck tats and everything.
Machete.
And most people that work in the restaurant business, you could tell maybe they're not here legally, but they're so nice and so kind. And this guy just always looked like he wanted to fight. Like always looked like he was ravaged by a coyote coming across the Rio Grande, and he kind of hated America, even though he seemed like a more Guatemalan Scarface.
Okay.
Where he was like, "I'll move there. First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the way," and he had nothing. He was a busboy. So I found a bag of Coke on the floor.
Really?
It was at the stand.
Okay,
I don't know if I'm talking out of school here. I think Coke has made a big comeback.
Okay.
I was hanging out with some Trump people a few months ago.
Yeah.
They loved Coke. I jokingly walked into the bathroom to pee, and one of the guys was coming. I'm friendly with, I'm Trump adjacent, so some of Trump's upper people came, and we go in the bathroom, and I go, "Careful coming in here, everyone's doing cocaine," and the guy goes, "Perfect," and pulled a bag out, and it was
with
joking.
the little spoon.
And then they were doing a lot of coke, so I found a bag of coke on the ground. And I was like, "Oh, I found coke." And I was like, "I should ask if this is so." And I clearly just went up to the guy with the neck tattoos. I'm like, "I found a bag of coke. Did you lose one?" He goes, "Oh fuck, man." I go, "What's the bag look like?" He's like, "There's little green leaves on it."
Here's your cocaine, sir.
Yeah, so I felt good about that.
Well, did he give you what was his response? I mean, did he give you a smile? Was there a gracias? Was there anything? Anything going on there with him?
Your family can live. He lost his cocaine. But I think you could find good drugs. I think you can find cool stuff walking around. When I was a kid, a paper boy lost all of his money on my street. I just kept walking down the street finding cash. There was no paper boy to be seen, but it was like, found like $100 in cash.
Oh my God. I found $5 bill at the boardwalk in Jersey, Spring Lake, and that was literally winning Powerball.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. 1988, $5, and you're a kid.
What'd you do with it?
There was a lot of Snickers, my friend.
Yeah.
A lot of Snickers.
After you laughed, what did you do?
I bought even more candy. Snicker is a laugh. It's crazy. Anything going on with your life? Is there any other frustrations that you're having right now? Because I could tell you, I was ready to pull the car over on our way up here and crash us off the bridge.
China?
No, and I'm not trying to again bury women here, but I have to tell you, bless you, Gesundheit. Go for one more. Most people are doublers. Bless you again. Oh yeah. Are you a triple guy?
Oh, I'm seeing things now.
Hold on. He's seeing sunspots. He's okay.
I'm good.
He's good.
You got frustrated.
Told every female in my life. That means the ex-wife and the mother. And the daughter.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered on Tuesday.
Why?
Because of this.
Yeah.
That's how seriously I take it. I know it doesn't seem like it.
My wife
You're
was bothering me.
You're smirking
No,
when
my
I
wife
said,
was bothering me.
No. It's like you don't believe me.
Let's hear yours, and then I'll do mine. Go.
So I told them on Tuesday not to be bothered.
This was rat poison.
Robert, you should really drink some liquid charcoal and start vomiting.
Feel a little loopy in here.
Okay. So I said not a text to my mother.
Yeah.
Not a phone, no nothing. And what happens today? A big problem. There was a doctor's appointment for my kid. I told him exactly what to do. I gave them the insurance card. I said, here are all the details. I said, I'll take care of it tomorrow if you want me to. But I said, on Tuesday, please don't bother you. Robert's in the car. We literally get in the car at 9:30. And at 9:33, 19 texts, phone calls, voice messages. And then I call my mother back. And here's the problem, Aaron. I start yelling at then my 82-year-old mom. So now, doing this show, I'm feeling bad because I got the guilt thing because of the whole goddamn mother experience. When really, I was fair about this. I don't ask for any time for myself, ever. Just once. But when the women need something, have you noticed? It's the same type of expectations as 911. The man has to pick up the phone.
Yeah, and that was a horrible day, and people say it was an inside job.
Right. I'm not talking 9/11.
Oh.
We're not talking September 11th. What I'm saying is, it's like they're calling the emergency line. They need an instant reply, and you said for the previous 72 hours, I've just begged you for one day off from communication. No respect, no response.
Do you think maybe you're in the wrong?
It's possible. I was instantly stern with my mother, and now I feel bad. But I did say, when she called up, I go, did I not tell you on Tuesday I'm not to be disrupted?
I wish I could talk like that to my wife. Boy, my wife would yell.
Well, there's a reason I'm divorced.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the reasons.
It's so easy to get divorced. All you have to do is match their energy.
That's it.
Because women have this privilege where they think they can talk to you like a piece of shit. But if you do it to them, you're an asshole.
I literally did nothing but match the tone that was presented to me. When I had spelled out, I need today to be, free from the voices, from the outside. And then it was, well, this isn't happening. This is how my mom talks. Well, the insurance isn't this and this and that, and the insurance numbers, and I need to know what plan it is. I gave you her insurance card. The information is on the car.
Is your mom an old Jewish man from Brooklyn?
She's a New Yorker.
Okay.
From back in the day. Get this. She worked with Barry Manilow at CBS News in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
Did you know that?
Did not.
I was named by Barry Manilow.
We got a fucking Nepo baby here. Fucking showbiz Nepo baby.
I almost did a spit take on a microphone in day one. It's highly unprofessional. Yeah, that's the truth.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
You have the right to say, I need this day free from anything. But I think it is a horrible expectation for you to think that it would go that way.
Yeah.
As men, we do not have that privilege. All the guys that post these videos where like, you need to keep your woman in line, you need to do this, you need to, they're all Andrew Tate rapists. Like, they're all like these guys that are horrible douchebag guys that are alone, that are sex traffickers, allegedly. I don't know if Andrew Tate is sex trafficking. And by the way, Andrew Tate is in decent shape. If he stood next to me, he'd look like a lanky bitch. I have so much proportion and symmetry over him. My legs are better. And the way he smokes a cigar, just say that you're gay with your brother.
He reminds me of that guy from Succession, the oldest son.
Never watched
Succession.
it.
You never even watched that show?
No, I watch good TV. Below Deck, Love After Lockup. So my wife, I'm not on steroids. I haven't done steroids since 1996. But I've recently ordered a whole bunch of them. And they're sitting in my cupboard.
For what purpose?
Because I'm going to do a whole bunch of steroids.
Why?
Because it's been so long.
Okay. I mean, are you preparing for a role or something?
Sure, yeah.
The way you said sure right there.
I am. I mean, me and Troy Duffy are making this movie where I play myself.
Troy Duffy from Boondock Saints.
That's correct.
The director.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So that, and also I'm just addicted to working out, and I have such a good frame to be a bodybuilder, it would be a shame to waste it. Okay. So I'm going to compete again. I'm going to do like a contest in Jersey. So
you're going to enter a bodybuilding contest?
Yeah.
Holy cow, you're very serious about this.
Very serious about this.
How often do you lift?
6 days a week.
Jeez.
And today I just swapped. I used to do legs twice a week, and I'm like, legs got to get better. Then I talked to a guy. Here's the beautiful thing about a gym. You talk to people, you can learn stuff and take little things. Bobby's in great shape. Remember Bobby used to be a fat loser with a car that wasn't all banged up?
Yeah, I mean that's a little harsh.
What do you mean?
You could have just said he was out of shape.
All right.
Fat loser with the car. He was a even heftier Stanley Kubrick looking like gentleman. I mean, like latter years, full
Bobby's
metal
Jack
jacket.
now. Bobby worked
I know,
out with me.
He looks great.
Key West, we'd work out together at this great gym called the Old Town Gym in Key West. Whenever we'd go on the road, we'd go to these different gyms. And then at night, Bobby would go out and walk the streets in the neighborhood and then come home and be like, oh, I'm so sore. And I'd be like, from what? He's like, walking. And I was like, what, is that blood all over that towel? And I got a callus or something. And then there was all this stuff in his beard, sticky stuff. And I was like, did you go for pancakes? Anyways, he was doing gay stuff.
Robert.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really upsetting
to
hear some of these stories about you from Aaron, and they sound truthful to me.
I mean, what happens in Key West stays in Key West, right? That's what Jimmy Buffett was all about.
No. And I hate
my ass
that.
hurts. My feet stink. I don't love Jesus.
And that's something that I want out of the lexicon is the whatever happens dot stays in dot. I've heard the other day my power went out in my apartment, sadly, and I had to go to the local library, and the librarian used that. Some lady was like, ask her too many questions, and she's like, I'm sorry for bothering you. And the librarian literally said, what happens in the library stays in the library. I'm like, can we stop?
Did you tell her that?
Can we stop? No, can we stop with that phrase? Also, the word wild. When did that become the Swiss Army knife of adjectives where I have heard people say, oh my gosh, can you believe the end of that basketball game? That was wild. Or, oh my gosh, can you believe Timmy's parents were murdered? Wild. And you're like, surely there are different words to match, what's more accurate description here.
What if they said, my parents are still dead and stop calling me Shirley? That was a good old joke. Let me get back to the steroids.
Go ahead, go.
Ordered the steroids. So that I got my wife something, not steroids. It's just like a fat burner thing. But it comes in this nondescript vial because it's from a place in California. This is a very reputable steroid dealer / peptide guy. I met him at one of the lowest comedy clubs in New York City. He was in the front row, and I go, what do you do? What are you, a drug dealer? And he's like, kinda, yeah. And then he DM'd me, and he's like, dude, I run this men's clinic. We'll get you whatever you want. And then he sent me some free stuff. And so now, of course, I'm buying stuff from him because he gave me free stuff. That's how drug dealers work. They give you a little taste.
Yeah.
So I sent it, and I go, my wife wants this stuff, and he sent it, but you have to mix it with this water, BAC water, this is a whole thing. I've never done this. When I would do steroids, I'd just take pills or shoot needles.
Shoot them up, yeah.
So you have to mix it with this water and then shoot it. So she goes to like a women's clinic, and she calls me from there today. I go, hey, I'm about to podcast. That's why I was on the phone. And she goes, there's no label on this. I go, yeah, the guy runs his own clinic. It's not. She goes, how do I know it's not coke or heroin? I'm like, you don't really, but it's probably what he says it is. Look,
it's always a little bit of a gamble.
Like, how much water do I make? I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to do this thing, but you don't get that right. As a man, you are just supposed to do everything. My wife said it really well once, and I respected her for this. She goes, you complain about everything. She goes, it's just life. That's what it is. And I go, eh. So you get these little moments where you have solitude and you feel in control. Like if I go golfing but inevitably I know when I get home from golf, I'm going to hear like, you were golfing, that type of thing.
Oh, do you play golf?
Yeah.
Are you good at golf?
Mm-hmm.
You are? What can we expect if you go out to, let's just say a decent public course? Are you shooting?
I'm like a bogey golfer.
Bogey?
Yeah.
That's
a little better than bogey.
Yeah?
15 handicap.
I find it to be a very frustrating sport, and I played baseball, but slicing, that's my key.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, that's my deal. Everything goes right.
Yeah, just don't do that. It makes it better. What's up?
Sounds like you guys both might have a case of miserable husband syndrome, which is a new diagnosis pushed forward by the Scottish Sun, where you just get tired in midlife with your wife or the demands of life. And the number one solution they found was jumping on testosterone.
I'm on it.
Really?
I mean, it does make you feel better. Do you know why? Because you feel like you could leave your wife because you're in good shape. So, example, we go in Key West one of the days when Bobby's not out doing gay stuff, and I go to this jewelry store because I lost a bracelet. I had an $8,000 gold bracelet. I lost it on my last flight back from Vegas. I put it in my pocket. It fell out. Someone stole it. It's gone. So I go, I'm going to go buy a nice chunky bracelet. But I'm not making that type of money anymore, so I'm like, maybe I'll get something silver. Yeah. So we go in, and there's this woman that works in this jewelry store. And the best way to put this is her tits were fucking huge.
Okay.
I mean, these were massive fucking tits.
Okay.
These were not real. She was facially attractive, probably 50, which is I'm not attracted to younger women at all, because I have a daughter. Yeah, so that does nothing for. I like old. I like nothing works in there. Finish inside me. I need it. I like that type of stuff. You know?
Yeah. What kind of stuff? I mean, this is some Jessica Tandy type of shit that you're pulling on.
Pat, can you bring up a picture of Jessica Tandy, please?
But you did the old woman voice. That's what's disturbing.
I love how far down Tandy is in the Jessica lineup. There's 30 other Jessica.
First of all, that first picture was great.
Oh.
Listen.
Wait.
When she was younger, Aaron.
Wait, she didn't die on the Titanic?
What a woman. When she
Where?
was younger.
No, none of those are.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that one. Yeah, kind of a
one.
Marilyn Monroe type of look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one, the younger one.
That's classic
Oh, look
Jessica
at that.
Tandy right there.
Ooh. What is she, on the prairie?
I don't know, but I find her
Who's
to
she
be
with there?
attractive.
Who's that guy banging her?
Let's go. Who's up? Who's above? Oh, no.
That guy was probably gay.
That's them in Cocoon.
Oh, Cocoon.
But I think they were married in real life, these two.
Good coming of age story. Oh, who's that guy she owns?
That's Morgan Freeman.
Oh.
They're actors that was trying Miss Daisy.
Oh,
That's an
yeah.
Academy Award-winning film. He doesn't own that, man. He is a famous actor. But ironically, in the movie, she did. So, you know what?
In the movie.
You're not too far off.
Boy, he was good in that movie.
You know, there's some of those Oscar movies that no one will ever watch again. That movie won so many Academy Awards at Driving Miss Daisy. Has anyone watched it since 1989?
No.
Has one person? Have you ever seen on cable television Driving Miss Daisy? Gone.
It's gone.
English Patient.
Shawshank's on all the time.
Shawshank is fantastic. English Patient beat Fargo.
I've never seen English Patient again.
English Patient is horrible.
They never made a series of English Patient. No. They made one of Fargo.
English Patient 2. He's still burned and in the hospital bed.
I never saw it.
He was just sitting. Rafe Fiennes is sitting as a burn victim in the hospital bed, recounting his very boring British life.
He's one of the two better Fiennes brothers. Yeah. There was two.
There's Joseph, and then Rafe.
Yeah.
And so you prefer Rafe over Joey?
I would go so far as to call him Ralph. Brought to you by Pink Chew. Pink Chew. Are you sick of having Blue Chew with all of its misogynist remnants making you think you got to be a man? Pink Chew. Chew it and it'll make your butthole wet and ready for lesbian sex. Pink Chew comes in 5 milligram, 10 milligram, and 15 milligram and is suitable for all men that are looking to experiment with their back penis.
Okay. I mean, this is a sponsor here.
Yep.
Are you?
I mean, I'm just reading what they sent.
Okay, all right. Just please try to
Chew,
go off the teleprompter.
Pink Chew may cause heart attack, stroke, limited stroke, multiple strokes, lack of...
Okay.
What?
I don't believe it says that on the... Pink Chew is a great product and is a sponsor for our program. Go ahead, Aaron. Continue to talk to him about...
Pink Chew may cause nausea, vomiting, deportation, Trump derangement syndrome. In addition... Pink Chew will get you hard, but only in your prostate. Prostate hardness may lead to prostate cancer, prostate removal.
Okay, yeah.
Prostate problems.
Hold on, we're gonna
use the code RGT and get Pink Chew shipped to your house for free. Just pay shipping for Pink Chew. RGT. Tell them Dave and Aaron sent you.
don't tell him Dave sent you. You can put the responsibility on Aaron, please.
Tell them Aaron sent you. Pink Chew. Pink. Like the sock that'll be hanging out of your butt once you get all the guys inside of it at the rest stop.
No, there will be no sock hanging from your buttocks there. Pink Chew is a paid, proud sponsor of the show, and we love Pink Chew. Thank you so much.
Pink Chew may cause irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, and several other celiac-related issues. Pink Chew.
Well, you don't want to tell them that. Well, you just want to tell them what kind of wonderful product Pink Chew is, and great sponsor, a fantastic product. Make sure you support Pink Chew. That's really the main goal of what we're trying to discuss with Pink Chew right now.
Pink Chew. It's pink for breast cancer, which it may cause directly after trying it once.
Definitely don't want to say that, though. Definitely would like to concentrate on the positive aspects of Pink Chew. let's try to stay away from the intense, dangerous
Pink
diseases.
Chew. Are you sick of having 1 or 2 breasts? By taking Pink Chew, you will get a full mastectomy due to breast cancer.
No.
Pink Chew. Get rid of those lazy slabs of fat that are weighing your chest down. Pink Chew. Use code RGT and get it free. Just pay $5 for shipping. Pink Chew. Guaranteed to make you go to chemotherapy.
Wait a second. That is not the tagline. Okay, we're gonna have to come up. We really wanted you to get through that last live read, mainly because I don't want us to get fired. But let's just try to replace that tagline, please. The slogan, please.
Pink Chew may lead to ovarian cancer as well as breast and may cause the removal of your lower intestine due to medical malpractice. Also, tariffs are upping the price of medications. You may have to wait for your medications, but get Pink Chew and have a great weekend.
that tagline.
Good tagline.
The tagline, no. That's a very wordy slogan that you had. There was a lot of, pretty dark stuff within that slogan, too. Let's just try to keep it
Pink Chew. Big Pharma got you down. Well, Pink Chew's going to get you up, all the way up early vomiting due to your chemotherapy medication. Chemotherapy medication will come at a high cost to you, and many people can't afford insulin anymore. So why not get Pink Chew and have a great weekend?
Aaron, that's more of an editorial than a slogan. Well, Paul in spring, what it means to be from Maine, that kind of thing. We're just what it means to be from Maine. Nice and simple. Pink Chew, how it's going to help the people. What you're doing is quite frankly scary. It's scaring everyone. Yeah.
Pink Chew, it'll up your sex drive and you're gonna lose your tits. It's great.
I appreciate you putting in musical form, but I think, a couple problems. We might have an issue with Poland Spring for stealing the melody. Also, again, you're doing more of the cancer. We want to stay away from cancer and Pink Chew. We'd like Pink Chew to be its own standalone.
Pink Chew. It's going to make you so horny you won't know if you gave consent.
I think that's the way to go out. I know it's,
All right.
You are an actor as well.
Yeah, I used to dabble.
No, don't hide this fact.
Okay.
We've discussed this before.
Yeah.
There is a goal that we are trying to reach, and
Which
that
is
is
to get
you have
me
appeared in two Marvel projects
movies.
already. Can you say what those are?
Sure.
They were
Daredevil,
the new season,
and the Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk, and the brand new season of Daredevil.
Boy, none of my movies are very highly rated.
And
I mean, we're hovering in the 6 area.
We're trying to promote you. We are not trying to point out any ratings that don't help us. I know. I remember I said
6.9. I mean, it won an Independent Spirit Award.
I know.
Detroit Rock City. I thought I was going to be a star after that.
You were great.
Oh, Daredevil Born Again, 8.1. Con Job, 7.5. I've gotten better. First Shift, 4.5. By the way, my best acting probably was First Shift. Genie, 5.9. Kitchen, 5.6. That deserved way less. 24-Hour Rental, 4.4. Jeez. Golden Boy.
Yeah, this is why we got to keep you in the Marvel Universe, and we got to have your character, who was in both of those other two projects, make a third appearance.
Yeah.
And we want to pretend it's the same guy. And then all of a sudden, the Marvel Universe will revolve around you.
Because I do have the build for it.
100%.
I could be, but these are starting to hold me back, these Jewish tattoos.
A lot of the superheroes got everything's covered these days. Think of Iron Man and shit.
What if I was just like a Jewish superhero?
Well, what would that be? Do you have a name for said superhero? How about just
Hamas hater? That's probably not. A little divisive.
I mean, the rabbi, to me, has a nice kind of like...
The rabbi's good.
Right?
Or the moil. And then I go around and... The Moyle! And then I'm just like, Simon nothing, muzzle tough. And I walk away. I got like a briefcase. My briefcase has all my dick cutting things in it.
This is perfect.
The rabbi's good. I blow a shofar. Do you know what a shofar is?
No.
It's a ram's horn.
Oh, 100% I know that.
And then like all my little other minions come and they're like, what do you want the weather to be? And then they control the weather.
I don't think that they actually control the weather, but
Sure, buddy.
let's not go with the weather thing. But I loved the Moyle stuff. I think that's so. We just got to get this to Kevin Feige. Like surely you got to surely.
What about Favro?
Who's he?
Doesn't Favro have pull?
Favreau's doing all the Star Wars stuff, unless you want to do Mandalorian or something.
No, but I'm gonna say this: didn't Favreau kind of mess up Terrence Howard a little bit? Do you like Fat Favreau or Skinny Favreau better?
Fat.
How come?
Because he comes across as a like your kindly uncle, and Thin Favreau is like your college friend who broke up with the chick, and then he's all depressed.
So fat.
And he never gets off the couch, and you're like, "Come on, let's go out to the bar. We'll have fun." He's like, he's a wet blanket.
So fat.
Yeah, but Fat Favreau's fun. Whereas,
Yeah, but can you imagine how sad he is on the inside? Like,
I don't know.
He's like made all these great movies, but he's just like, oh, I'm gonna go to In-N-Out. Remember when Hasselhoff got drunk and ate the burgers?
Yeah.
It looks like Favreau would do that all the time. Look at Vince Vaughn. He's missing a finger, Vince Vaughn. Did you know that?
no, I didn't.
Yeah. He's missing. He's got a wonky finger. There's jacked Favreau. Guarantee you Favreau did roids for that jacked.
Oh yeah.
Oh, then look how fat he
No,
is.
they all do. They all do. All the actors do the performance-enhancing drugs,
Yeah.
and then we complain when a baseball player does it and hits 70 home runs.
Oh, wow. Pat was going to try and chat GPT if Aaron Berg was a Jewish superhero, and I wonder if it would come up as the Moyle. Do you know about this chat GPT thing?
No, talk to me. I mean, I hear people talking about it all the time. I obviously understand it's an AI type of scenario.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it does.
I've messed around with the Grok on Twitter
Yeah.
when like I want to have like a fun picture that I say, can you make me a picture of such and such, like the Yankees as clowns? Because if they lose a game, I get upset.
Okay.
And Grok can do that.
Talk to me about what you think the Knicks are going to do.
Well, I'm going to tell you something here. This has been a very stressful point of my life. Just in general, the last 16 months have been brutal. And so as a result, I put all of my I use sports as a distraction from reality because reality sometimes can suck. The Yankees have gotten to the World Series this past year, and they lose.
I remember Aaron Judge.
Notre Dame football, Fighting Irish. That's my favorite college football team. They get to the championship game. They lose. All right? New York football Giants have a terrible season. The Knicks now, they're getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. They can't lose this. If they lose this, the Dave man loses it. And I know that people, are you a big sports fan?
I mean, I'm a hockey fan. I love the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they lose religiously.
Do you have the thing of it really affects your mood? Because I've got to be honest about it. I'm sad in the way that if life isn't working well, I'll say I'll put all of my joy, I'll put everything I have into my sports teams. And the fact that they keep getting so close and then choking is slowly killing me. If the Knicks can't pull this off and they lose to the Indiana Pacers, I'm dead.
Would you do this?
I'm dead.
That guy did that the other night when he thought he drained a three.
Halliburton did the choke sign.
Oh, look at this. We got names for me. Captain Chutzpah, great name. The Mensch. Latka Lad, the Kvetcher, uses complaints as sonic attacks. Oy vey man. The Muzzle Avenger. Oh my God, these are good. Kosher Crusader. Shabbat Shocker. Powers down every Friday at sundown. The brisket fist.
The brisket.
Gefilte Guardian. Dude, these are great.
These are great.
I love these things.
Boom.
When we had it right just for you, it came up with you as the Chutzpah Avenger.
Chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
Chutzpah. What are you, driving your car? All right.
You were a former stand-up comic and IDF paratrooper turned bouncer in Brooklyn. Aaron was struck by a bolt of mystical energy during a heated argument outside a Cat's Delicatessen.
Perfect.
Over
Delicatessen,
who had the better pastrami. The bolt came from the celestial menorah of Maccabees, a forgotten relic said to hold the power of Jewish resilience, guilt, and vengeance.
I mean,
Now, with every ounce of his being, powered by generational trauma, unstoppable sarcasm, and the undying guilt of his ancestors, he fights injustice, especially if it's hack comedy or bad bagels.
Dude. Who came up with this?
ChatGPT.
Get him on the phone. Get this Chad guy on the phone.
Hello, Aaron.
Hi,
it's
it's me.
ChatGPT.
Chad. It's Chad.
My name is Chad.
What's up? It's Chad Jipped.
Did you like my Jewish material
That
jokes?
was amazing. This thing is better than 99% of the comedians.
see, so I thought that this AI, the Grok, just did pictures. So you can actually just ask them to type in a whole story for
Yeah,
you.
you want to turn you into a superhero? See what backstory comes up for you?
Sure.
Oh, boy.
What keywords should they use for me? Redhead? Redheaded, loud?
Knicks fan,
Sports.
South Jersey.
Yeah.
It researches you too.
Yeah.
So I just
Oh, it
put in
researches
Eastside Dave.
you.
Yeah.
This is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta get you in we gotta get you more Marvel roles. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Because once this happens,
So then
people
I'm
are gonna
the
start
same
noticing
character.
you.
They're like, oh, that's that soldier that turned into a construction worker that's now a plumber. And then when do I get superpowers?
You're the connective tissue. It sounds like you're standing outside of Cat's Delicatessen and lightning hits you. And that turns you into the superhero.
Oh, so it could be my character from Daredevil.
Boom.
I'm outside of Katz's. Oh, so I just need to reach out to the Daredevil people that dubbed over my voice and underpaid me.
Wait, can you tell that story?
Got it. Got
Why
it.
did you? Because I actually watched Daredevil Born Again. I'm
Yeah.
a huge Daredevil fan. So when I saw Aaron Berg in the show, I go, holy shit, that's Aaron. And then the person who looked exactly like Aaron started talking, and I go, well, I guess that's not Aaron because the voice doesn't match up, but it was. And they dubbed your voice.
They dubbed my voice. They reached out. They're like, hey, we're gonna need him for ADR. Can he send his avails? So I sent my avails to my manager, and then I never heard anything. And you're not allowed to talk about the project. You sign like a NDA, and then it comes out, and I'm all excited. And then I'm like, oh, that's not good. And I just watched it, and I was like, that's not good. And then I reached out to them. I'm like, why'd they dub over my voice? Like, what? You didn't ask me. That's my art.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, you got SAG minimum, so there's nothing we can do about it. It sounded like a rule that they just made up.
That is bullshit.
They don't care about the little guy.
But that's not fair.
Vincent D'Onofrio loved me. He walked up. He goes, you really made something out of this thing.
Did he really say that?
He did.
I believe you too.
And
I
was
do.
great.
I do.
improv the lines. I go, hey, you're the mayor. No one knew that. I was just a lowly construction worker that thought like, hey, you're the mayor.
Most construction workers would have said something
Hey,
like
I'm
that.
hey, you're the mayor. Yeah.
Most of them would have said, "Hey, Mr. Mayor." So, what? They David Prowsed you. You know who he is?
No.
Darth Vader. And when you watch old Star Wars before they have James Earl Jones do the overdub, he's got like the highest little British accent, and it just doesn't fit. He's like 6'6" and he's
Yeah.
gigantic, and he's like,
Can you please tell me where the plans are, Princess Leia?
and it's hysterical.
Really?
Yes, but here's the thing. You sound like a construction guy.
I know.
So you sound like a New York construction guy. So there's no reason
There's
that David
nobody
Prowse
more
you.
New York than me. There's nobody more New York than me. I work construction. I know my stuff. Hey, you're the mayor. Oh, my God. It was so good.
Well, I mean, like, let's do a scene right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be Vincent D'Onofrio. What the hell's going on? How come this site isn't built yet? We've got plans here for this operation.
Hey, you're the mayor.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am the mayor. And the point is, you should be at work doing something.
Yeah,
We got to get this building
nah,
up.
the city, the red tape, they shut us down. We can't do nothing. There's nobody letting us work no more because we hit a sewer thing.
You doesn't sound like you have the specifics of exactly what you're doing. Anyway, we need the skyscraper up by Sunday. You're gonna get it done, yeah?
I went to community college.
Okay.
In Long Island. Can you get my sister's charges dropped?
All right. Let's get a new foreman in here. Can we get a new construction guy?
I have mild autism.
I mean, why are you telling me this? I'm the mayor.
I was great in that thing. I was really good.
We're
in that thing.
great.
I don't know what happened. Let me ask you this.
If I were you, I would tell people it's your voice.
I do.
I'd say, look, yeah. I'd say,
do
look
not
how
tell
I can
people
change
that.
my voice.
Hey, I'm an old black man. It was an old black man that took my job. I wanted to blame DEI for it because DEI was pretty popular in the news that week, but I can't do that. Do you think, as a sports fan, I don't know if you saw this or not, a football team, footy. Do you know what footy is?
No.
It's soccer in England. They call it football.
All right.
Someone drove a car through a whole bunch of people last night. Football fan.
Oh,
is that justified as a Knicks fan? Would you ever do that? And of course, it's in England, so everyone thinks it's terrorism at first. Like a really good hacky joke now that's going around is like, oh, well, Mark Norman did it. But before that, someone else did it. And then he's like, the longer you're in England, the more Muslim you become. And then I saw Mark Norman do it too. And I was like, okay, that's just like, but it seems like England is gone. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
it's
Norman had a good twist on it. Norman goes, England's like a banana. The longer you leave it out, the more brown it becomes. It was a good twist. But everyone thought it was terrorism right away.
Yeah.
But it turns out.
Is this a drunk guy?
This is just news. Pat's going to bring it up. Pat, you got this story?
Was he a fan of the opposing team? So in other words, the fans were celebrating their victory. They're having a parade. They're having some sort of rally, and then the car drives right into them. Was he a fan of the opposition?
I don't know.
Perhaps, because
Car crashes in the crowd at Liverpool Premier League parade.
Yeah.
Dozens injured. I mean, this is. Why do this? I don't like these mass things. You know what I mean? I like a good old-fashioned find someone and kill them.
Jesus.
But
I mean,
this
I
is
don't
like,
think-
why are you taking down all these innocent people?
Agreed with that. What if this guy is
Look at this
also kind
person.
of a
What are they taking a picture of?
some sort of really small rapper? It looked like. Well, what if this guy's like a Robert? You know, just a very distracted driver, looking at the phone, looking at the passengers. You know,
It's
smoking
doubtful.
smoking the bowl. Oh, okay, so the vehicle was speeding up.
People are see.
The
We have this
vehicle
thing when
sped
a
up.
van's coming at you, you feel like you can stop it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, hey, stop!
Yeah. Well, you forget these things are 2,500 pounds.
Liverpool fans swarming the vehicle again. I mean, this is a developing story. This is a pretty big story.
Liverpool. First they had to deal with John Lennon get shot, and now this.
Do you ever
Can these
think
people ever get a break?
that you would get to this point as a crazy fan where you would, I mean, you don't have a car. You drove here in Bobby's shitmobile. But, like, do you feel like you would drive through a ton of people ever?
First of all, that was unnecessary to point out.
Okay.
Secondly, no. I will tell you, with this series, it's bringing out an ugly side in me of, for the first time in my, I consider myself a pretty open-minded person. I don't, hate any group. But I gotta tell you, people from Indiana, Midwest Americans.
I mean, that's a lot of America.
I know, and I'm not trying to
You're talking
besmirch
David
anyone.
Letterman.
I know, and if anyone's from from Indiana or Ohio watching or listening to this right now, I'm just not talking about you. I'm talking about everyone else.
Right.
They have a 15 years behind the times type of thing going on. They're the people. They have this announcer who every time they make a three, they say "boom, baby," and it's like they've been doing this same old tired ass gimmick for years of "boom, baby."
Yeah.
And it's just they're annoying people. So while I couldn't see myself driving a van through them, I could potentially see myself locking them in a building and then maybe setting the building on fire as I walked away.
I mean, it's innovative. I don't think a lot of people have done it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, Indiana fans, we got free pretzels in here.
There's
and
a
they're like, hey, oh, this pretzel. Wait,
Exactly.
The doors are locked.
You know
What-
Midwest
what
people
are-
with their pretzels,
Yeah.
right?
Do you know, you ever seen somebody in a jail movie that gets lit on fire in their own cell?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, it's really cool.
What?
Yeah. It's
Cool.
like because you're locked in your own cell. So then they'll just walk up with like lighter fluid and you'll be like, hey, what's up? And they're like, not much. And he goes, the hell are you doing? And then they just run off.
Okay. Well, I'm horrified.
I mean, it's
Thank you.
This is what you want to do to people. I'm just prepping you.
Well, if I'm just
Then
walking
you
away
gotta
from
watch
the
someone
building.
burn a lot. Oh, you walk away.
Yeah,
you
it was
know?
like a Kaiser Soze type of deal, where he's just walking away, and then the building's on fire, and everyone's burning inside the building. I don't want to see them burn.
Right.
But it's. But
What would you do afterwards? I mean, where do you go?
I go to Canada. I try to have
No, I mean right afterwards. Like, would you go to a bar and have a drink, talk to somebody?
Immediately afterwards, I would go back to New York City. I'd go.
No,
to
you're
Times
in New
Square.
York City. Oh, you'd go to Indiana to burn these people.
I'd go to Indiana because that's where I'm going to get the biggest collection
bus, plane,
of Hoosiers. No, I'll drive there.
in Bobby's car.
I'll find a car.
Okay, so you borrow a car, you drive to India. How long's the drive?
Drive's going to be about 8 to 12 hours.
You use Google Maps or just iPhone Maps?
I will use my iPhone map. What? Who are you working for?
just
What is that? Why am I under interrogation?
Do you stay at a hotel? Where do you stay?
I would stay at a bed and breakfast. Thank you very much. If I'm going to make a trip to the Midwest, I'm going to have some good food. I'm going to be woken up by a nice Midwest lady, and then I'll burn them alive.
Little antiquing, maybe?
Yeah, that kind of thing. A very
Indiana.
pleasurable experience.
Okay, and then you burn
I mean,
these people
you're
alive.
a comedian. You're on the road. What about my theory that some of the Midwest folks, not anyone listening to this, can be a little bit behind the times, a little bit? Is there any credence to that, or am I just going off of anger towards
You're
Pacers?
being a New York City elitist right now.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's exactly what you're being. We're all the same people deep
From
down.
the Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Look,
There's nothing elitist for anyone who knows Asbury Park. There's a whole lot of crack.
They may
not
be-
a lot of elitism.
they may be flyover states, but you still fly over them. You know what I'm saying?
Do they give you laughs like Aaron Berg's in Indianapolis? He's telling some jokes. Are they going to be laughing, or are they a little stupid? Aaron's got to be like, all right, I'll have to kind of dumb down a couple of these things.
My comedy is made for stupid people. It's perfect. The stupider, the better.
Well, I mean, I know Robert's a huge fan
Yeah,
for that
he
reason.
loves it. Yeah, the stupider, the better. So you light these people on fire. You walk away.
I'd walk away.
You go back to the car.
Drive back to New York, and I would have.
What are
a
you
party.
listening to on the way back?
Oh, shit. Are you kidding me? I'm listening to AC/DC Thunderstruck. I'm listening to Guns N' Roses, Welcome to the Jungle. I'm getting pumped up with hard rock, Daddy. Are you kidding?
I picture you looking for it on the radio, but it's not there. So it's like that Tom Cruise scene where he signs Kush, he thinks, and then he's just,
In
and
the
then
football
finally,
movie.
yeah, and then Free Falling comes back on, and he's trying to.
He tried to do REM. It's the end of the world.
Yeah.
He's like, that's great. It starts with airplanes.
Yeah,
Fucking good shit. Jerry Maguire.
great movie.
Why don't they make a sequel to that? And you're the goddamn agent.
Can't do that. Jerry Maguire was great. Do you remember what he said?
No, but it sounds important.
He comes in at the end. There's this meeting of the women,
Yeah.
and all these women are divorced and not really good actresses. But you could tell they tried to improv all these scenes. There was one girl from Mad TV where they trusted her, and they're like, we shouldn't have done this. And they tried to improv it. And then Jerry walks in, and they all looked at Jerry, and he's like, hi. And everyone gets all quiet. He goes, I'm looking for my wife, and she's cleaning stuff up. Then he goes into this big, long speech, and she goes, you had me at hello. You had me at hello.
I remember that.
And there was a cute little kid where he goes, do you know bees could smell fear? And it was so cute.
Well, I think those were different seeds, but I agree. When that happened with that the book club with all the wino moms,
Yeah.
I was just screaming, "Get back to the football!"
Yeah.
I thought this was a sports movie. I thought we're talking agents, quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was this Renee Zellweger.
She was pretty good in that.
Yeah, she was. She fell off the map, huh? She was like nominated for like awards left and right, and then all of a sudden, what the hell?
She was in Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe that they filmed in Toronto, and he had one little piece of steak left, and then his daughter goes, "I'm still hungry," and he goes, "Here." He goes, "Last night I had a dream that I went to the steakhouse and I had the biggest steak with potatoes, and I'm full from my dream. You eat this."
Yeah,
Let his daughter eat it.
I know. I remember that. And yeah, that's something that I would never do.
You would never do that.
I don't know. I'm guilty because for my daughter just actually had a birthday.
How old?
17.
That's all. You're done. You're not dead anymore. You're done. You can go. Go for milk and never come back. 17. Yeah.
So times are tight in the old bank account scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, and sometimes you just gotta make do. So I said, what would you want for your birthday? You know, do you want anything special? She gave me like a book idea or an art set. These things are like these books these days. These
How
art
much?
books, $65.
I mean, you're dead. You should have that.
I got an electrical bill to pay, Aaron.
How much is that?
It's like $150 every month.
Mine is 900 in the winter.
Jesus. The hell? You running the White House over there?
And then they keep calling saying it's PSE&G. We want to cut your bill. I go, stop calling here. I think it's a scam.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten those energy saving calls all the time.
Yeah.
And,
And sometimes when they call for solar panels, do you know what I say? I go, I work for the electrical company. Don't call here again. And they hang up right away.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And sometimes when they're Indian, I pretend I'm Indian. And she goes, hello, it's Abigail. I go, Abigail? How you are? And they go, you're calling from PSE&G. I go, you are good? They go, yes, I'm good. Will you send picture of Bob's? And that means boobs in Indian. And they go, what? I go, send whole picture. And then they hang up inevitably. It's very quick. So she wants this book, $65.
No, so I said that's not going to happen. So I said, how about something unique? Something unique. So I found she's into temples and walking around in the gardens and stuff.
Yeah.
There is the second largest Hindu temple complex in New Jersey. You wear this?
Patterson. No, where?
BAPS.
Never heard of it.
Windsor, New Jersey. It's gigantic. It's like Six Flags Great Adventure if it was all Hindu.
Let's see this.
Like,
Pat?
it's insane. But it was for free.
Okay.
Now, she had a great time, Aaron. Yeah, that's it.
Is that what
Look
she told
at this
you?
place, Aaron.
Have you informed Thomas Holman of the location of this place? Wow. Are those pools?
Yeah, man.
People swim in them?
I'm telling you.
That's huge.
And every single inch of
Really?
where they pay, yeah,
And make feces?
every inch has a
Wow.
design. Every inch of the pillars and the walls and the
Boy,
ceilings
that's thoughtful.
has a design.
Yeah.
So the point being, I felt pretty
And
good.
Hindus are nice.
Great.
Peaceful.
Guy came up to me.
What's their god called?
Oh, they have 1,000 gods, bro.
Come on.
I'm not.
Wow.
But
What are those, solar panels? Nice.
the guy actually says, look
at that.
brings you here?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, my daughter, it's her birthday, so I thought I'd bring her here. It's a nice place.
Yeah.
And he was cool about it, but I did get a few people asking,
I mean,
what exactly are you doing here? But then I met one guy who was insanely friendly. And he's like, oh, yeah, you do this, do that. It was a great place. But then I told the rest of my family. And they're like, so what else did you give her? I go, that's what I gave her.
Yeah.
We went to this Hindu temple.
That's very thoughtful. It's really nice.
My brothers gave me shit for it.
Your Brothers deserve to drive Bobby's car.
Is there a price? You have kids?
Yeah, I have one.
Is there a monetary thing that I'm not aware of? I mean, is there a certain amount? I thought this was great. She had a great time. I go back, I tell the rest of the family, and all of a sudden it's but did you give what did you give her? What was her present?
You should be more proud of yourself. You did a great job.
This is why my family stresses me out, though.
It's not easy to be a man. You did a great job of being a man.
It's difficult being a modern day man. It really is.
Yep.
You're getting challenged. We get challenged left and right by everybody.
Yeah.
Are you aware of that?
I'm aware of it.
There isn't one soul who doesn't want to tell a man like us in our age range that we should just go fuck ourselves.
That's true.
I mean, everywhere you go.
It's.
I want you to think about that. Look at this. Look at this.
Well,
Is
that
that
looks
us?
horrible.
Is that us? All of a sudden, that looked like current day Axl Rose.
Yeah.
Which is not the Axl I'd like to go for. You know, the Mr. Brownstone Axl. It's current day Axl Rose and Dana White having a conversation.
But the facial things are kind of accurate. Like you talk like that with your mouth open, and I sit there and listen.
Do I?
Yeah. That guy is not. If that guy grew his hair and he'd look like such an accountant.
It's
God,
kind of,
not good.
look at us. That's fun. Whatever this sketch is, I also.
I'm a detective. I'm a drug dealer in the 70s. I don't like what you're doing. And I don't like what you're doing, man.
Get off me! Get off me, Detective Berg! This is my corner, man.
Johnny's in the basement mixing up the medicine. I'm on the pavement. Think about the government.
But also, I feel like they've confused me with like a Larry the Cable Guy type of.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like me.
You look like
they've rednecked me up a little.
you look like you're ready to do a set on Kill Tony.
But yeah. I should be out there with Foxworthy and company.
Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Blue Collar Comedy.
Let's do a shout out. XXXY Athletics, proud sponsor of us. Is that good?
That is good. I mean, wait, we have a sponsor here?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
XXXY Athletics. Do you know what they stand for?
I don't.
They stand
Talk to
for women's sports. So XX means what?
That would be male. I looked at the guys.
Yeah.
I was looking at our boys for help.
It's female.
Neither of you helped me.
XY is.
XY is male.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
So
I am stupid.
It's about keeping women in women's sports, and they have this great clothing line. Look at this, XXXY.
I really dig the clothing. I love the
Camo
hat.
And we have a promo code. Can we put that promo code up? Bobby's going to find it.
Aaron20.
Aaron20 on this website. We have the website up. Watch this. Watch what I'm doing with my hand. Watch this.
I'm watching.
XXXY Athletics. Ah! See?
It's the holy cow.
Oh, it didn't work. Want me to do it again? Take
Well,
two.
Here we go. Ed.
That's not it.
No, that's good.
Bobby, what's the website? Jesus Christ, Bobby.
This is what he does.
He has it. He knows he has it. There it is. Watch. Ha!
Holy cow! How did you do that?
And what's the code?
Aaron20.
You sure? Where do you enter that?
At checkout, there's a promo code box,
Yeah.
and you put in Aaron20,
Yeah.
one capital A.
Let me ask: is it Aaron with two A's?
Yeah. Save women's sports. Look at all this
All
awesome
right,
stuff.
Aaron with two A's. Make sure it's two A's.
Real men stand behind women's sports, dude. Look at that. Those guys, they're all men, by the way. You see that?
Yeah, I do see
There's
it.
a woman right there. There's a woman right there. But those guys, real men.
There you go.
Real men are dads. Real men are muscly. Real men care about their families. That guy looks like Andrew Santino. I don't know why. But 20% off. Use code Aaron20. Go to xx-xyathletics.com for all your athletic stuff. This is good.
Seems
Feel how
fun.
breathable this is. Feel it.
Let me see. That's awesome.
Yeah, you like
I
that,
love
right?
it.
Yeah.
I love it. I need lightweight stuff.
Any
I get
shout-outs?
overheated.
Anything we need to say? I'm going to be on the road. All my dates are at AaronBerg.com or go to punchup.com/AaronBerg. And you? What are you promoting?
I'm promoting this. I'm promoting us. I'm
Okay.
promoting the modern day man and I'm promoting guys. Just try to keep your shit together. Don't be like me. I have too many meltdowns. I had one this morning. I had probably 2 or 3 meltdowns this morning. So my shout out is to the men. Try to have less meltdowns. It's good for you. It's not going to give you a heart attack. I feel like a heart attack will happen if I keep this up.
Yeah.
Trying to chill.
Good.
All right?
We'll be back soon.
For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do, do you? No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women.